We begin tonight with focus on progress in the healthcare industry. Just 2 decades ago, a 45-year-old man with heart disease had a slim chance of a full life. But as we said, times have changed. The good news today is detection and treatment have improved dramatically. You can find vivid evidence of that inside Kansas City's Carondolet Heart Institute. As you'll see, the program at St. Joseph Health Center is fighting heart disease with advanced technology and techniques.
We're trying to save his life.
Walter Quick is dying.
Cardiac enzymes are up a little bit.
The 57-year-old truck driver never thought he had heart problems, but he does now.
You had a heart attack.
Well, they're saying I did.
Dr. William Ritter, a cardiologist at Kansas City's Carondolet Heart Institute, finds a total blockage in one of Quick's main arteries.
How's the pain?
What Quick will undergo here is a far cry from just 20 years ago, when the options were risky open heart surgery or oftentimes ineffective medication.
We're now seeing people back that had surgery a decade or two ago that had single vessel or double vessel bypass. Had they presented now, 2002, they wouldn't have been sent for surgery to begin with.
We've already gotten dramatically better at treating it, but the changes and the advances keep coming at a dizzying speed. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you.
Carondolet cardiologist Robert Glick and his colleagues are living through what they call the golden age of cardiology.
If there are no new blockages, other than what we've identified before, we will not intervene.
A time when technology and technique combine to save hundreds of Heart Institute patients every year.
Take a deep breath and hold it for me now.
This is an angiogram, a detailed real-time look at the heart's arteries without major surgery or major discomfort to the patient. Physicians at the Carondolet Heart Institute make a tiny incision, then snake a thin wire up the patient's femoral artery into the heart.
Yeah, I don't want any surprises.
Nancy Buster's decade-long bout with heart disease has kept her in contact with Carondolet cardiologists who pride themselves on the ability to deliver one-on-one care.
But now things look a little bit more prominent, although she's asymptomatic.
Today, Dr. Glick and colleague Dr. Jerry Mancuso will determine that Nancy's main artery is in good shape and that a procedure called angioplasty isn't necessary.
Now the balloon goes up, stent goes up, balloon comes down, stent stays. Stent gets embedded into the vessel wall.
Angioplasty amounts to threading an incredibly small needle to insert a stent, a wire mesh tube that keeps blocked arteries open after they're expanded by a tiny balloon.
The very best way to save heart muscle is to get blood flow down the artery as fast as you can, and the fastest way is to get that artery open with a stent and to keep it open with a stent. It's much faster than calling the OR crew in and getting organized, and it's by hours.
Dr. Henry is part of a select team of cardiac specialists at the Heart Institute, located within Kansas City's St. Joseph Health Center.
Coronary artery disease or heart disease is the #1 killer of both men and women. And that's a fact that people are now just starting to hear, that women are as at high risk as men are. So it has taken over the population, and we need to do something to fight back. And we can fight back.
Cardiac care has been a part of St. Joseph's mission since 1977. But as the hospital saw heart cases increase 30% in the last 3 years, officials knew they had to come up with a better way to serve the community. A multi-million-dollar expansion of the Heart Institute is part of Carondolet's solution, a hospital within a hospital, able to treat more than double what the Institute treats now. Most will never see the other parts of St. Joseph's Medical Center and will be in and out in one day. And Carondolet officials wanted to go beyond new rooms and equipment to provide what they call a personal heart advocate to each current and prospective patient.
It's really important that for each individual area of your life, you have one person whom you know as a human being, who knows you as a human being, not as a case, not as a disease, whom you trust, whom you make a personal relationship with.
To make a more meaningful connection, the Carondolet Heart Institute offers a low-cost screening test which gives patients a good indication whether they're at risk.
People can call without a referral from their physicians, make an appointment with a registered nurse who's specialized in cardiac care. They'll be able to have a cholesterol screen, height and weight, body fat analysis. We'll be able to look at all your risk factors for coronary artery disease. Then we'll compare you with the National Data Bank and give you your risk of heart disease or coronary artery event in the next 10 years.
I've lost about 20 pounds. That just helped me in a lot of ways, physically and mentally.
Attitude and lifestyle changes are what Carondolet's Cardiac Rehab Fitness Center is all about. 73-year-old Don Smith had heart valve replacement and is now a true believer.
It's really changed. It changed my attitude. I never did exercise any. I will now.
I'm learning to cope with life without a cigarette.
I think they get a great benefit from feeling like they can do something positive. And they also get I think the camaraderie of cardiac rehab is important. They see other people who had their problems. They get over the why me effect that is pretty natural after these sorts of events.
138 over 80 that time.
Went down a little bit.
It's coming down. Hello. All right, you're good to go.
Don Smith and Marvin Payne will be graduating the 36-week rehab program soon, but Carondolet offers a continuing exercise program to keep them on the road to recovery. The good news for Carondolet's latest patient, Walter Quick, is that he'll likely be joining Smith and Payne in the rehab program. Cardiologists were able to save his life with balloon angioplasty and a stent.
This artery here is 100% blocked. It should come all the way down here, and there's nothing. And we were able to open that up, balloon it, and stent it. So now this artery, which was 100% blocked right here, now you can see has good flow, it's open. So this result is a good one.
It's amazing how they can do something that easy. I mean, what used to be a major operation.
The procedure took less than an hour, but Quick has the rest of his life to change his habits.
I knew I should have been on a diet a long time ago, and I just kept fudging a little bit on it, so I'll probably be on a real strict diet now.
Walter Quick joins hundreds of others saved by the cardiac team at the Carondolet Heart Institute, which enjoys one of the highest patient success rates in the country. And it's one reason why Carondolet is among Kansas City's fastest growing heart institutes.
You happy to be here?
Oh, yeah. It's better than alternative.
The Carondolet Heart Institute is getting high marks from patients and medical watchdogs alike. A group called Health Grades, which monitors hospitals across the country, has ranked Carondolet among the best in the nation in its latest study. To learn more about the Heart Institute, check out the website at carondolethealth.com.